cause we hopping out them foreign things. Prime time, my nigga, my time. Tryna get at me, but wait, nigga, wait in line. We ain't come here for this, cause most of these bitches ain't built like this.
What's up, Princess Gang? It's Princess Leia. I am back with another video. Today, I'm actually giving y'all a spicy Q&A. So before we get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so y'all get my videos as soon as I drop. I'm trying to get used to this new summer watermelon Ciroc, but it's just not doing it for me. It's giving. I don't know. I thought it was gonna taste good, but it's not doing what I thought it was gonna do. But anyways, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So yesterday I put up a Instagram question poll on my story, and you know, I have people ask me some questions, some spicy questions or whatever, and I noticed like a lot of y'all nasty, okay? Y'all coming on this thing, y'all nasty, and y'all some freaks. Okay, so some of these questions I might not answer for y'all if I feel like it might be a little too much, but if I feel like I want to answer it, I answer it. I'm gonna give y'all a little juicy, a little spicy, something different. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the first question. Some of them aren't spicy, but I feel like it's good, like, you know, questions. All right, so the first question, somebody asked me, how do I go to like all the questions, because I do not want to be scrolling down on my notification. Somebody asked me, oh my god, I got so many questions on here. Okay, somebody asked me, what is my biggest turn on? Okay, that's a good question. I would have to say my biggest turn on would be just when somebody knows how to treat me. I'm not so much of like, I'm not gonna say that. Let me rephrase. I'm not gonna say I'm not so much like, because I feel like I give my man a lot when it comes to my man personally, but I just feel like when it comes to even my man, like, I feel like the biggest turn on is just a man that knows what I want and treats me the way that I want to be treated, when I don't have to worry about anything. Like just recently, this between me and y'all, giving y'all a little tea on the channel. Just recently, Flo invested into my business. I haven't even put this out there yet, but I feel like this is a perfect opportunity. But I told myself this year that I was going to start a new business, which I have a couple other businesses that y'all don't know about. But I told myself that this year I was going to start a brand new business, something that's more so that represents me and something that I'm able to share with other women, right? You know, it's something that I actually have done before, but it's something that is kind of more so revamped and more like personalized. As soon as I like mentioned it to him, I didn't even have to like break it down or give him too much, like it wasn't a lot of thought. Like he didn't want a lot of explanation. He just knows me and he knows what I like, and he knows that this particular one, as soon as I mentioned it, he was like, why haven't you done that already? And he immediately dropped a bag on my business. Like he invested in my business. So if your man ain't invested in your business, you need to throw the whole man away, baby, because these men out here, like if he ain't supporting your dreams, like what you with him for then, sis? I just feel like for me that's a big turn on. Like a man that will invest in your dreams and invest in you without any question or any doubt. I mean, I just felt like that was just like, I was so shocked. He was like, I'm gonna give you this much for your business. You could just go ahead, take the car, do what you gotta do right now. I'm like, what? And I hadn't even thought it all through. I hadn't even like, you know, of course I have my own little business plan, but I hadn't even like told him the whole thing, or I broke down maybe a few little numbers, and he was like, all right, cool, you could just, you know, return the investment, because of course any investor, they gonna want to return on their money. So he's like, okay, run me my money back whenever you know, get your first, you know, whatever, your first little revenue back, and then that's how we'll work it out. But it's just the fact that he invested into my business like that, like so quick. I didn't even have to explain nothing to him. I just love the fact that, you know, he believes in me, and any man that believes in me, like I feel like that's a huge turn on. It doesn't have to do anything sexual or, you know, anything like physical or anything like that. For me, it's when a man can really like believe in me and push me to the next level. I just love that. I love that. Okay, so next question. Sorry y'all, the little stuff kicking in a little bit. But all right, so the next question is, does your family support your sexuality? Okay, first they asked me what's your sexuality, and then somebody asked me, does your family support your sexuality? Okay, first of all, I'm straight. Okay, I don't know what that question was meant for. I guess because, you know, I put a lot of little hints out or whatever about other women and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I am attracted to other women, but I'm not like just crazy about women. Like, I would never date a woman or anything like that. But I feel like every woman has a slight attraction to another woman. Like, we all inspire, women inspire each other, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all kind of look up to the next woman in some kind of way, and every woman has like that touch for me that it's kind of like a slight turn on, but it's nothing where I'm like, oh, I like her, I'm gonna date her, or I want to kiss her. Like, that's, for me, that's not really a thing. So I consider myself straight. I definitely like men all the way, and I don't consider myself anything other than that. But yeah, but I hope that answers your question. Does my family support it? I mean, absolutely. Like, I feel like even if they didn't, or whatever, if my sexuality was anything other than straight, I just feel like whatever it is, that's my business, and I feel like, yeah, they should support it if that was the case. But I'm not doing anything like that. If that's what y'all are thinking. But how did your kids' names come about? Okay, this is really weird because you guys are asking me about, this is the same person that's asking me about my kids and my sexuality, but my kids' names are actually Hebrew names. My firstborn, her name is Nayara. She is actually her name means a young girl, from youth to adolescence, and her name actually came from both of her grandmothers. So my grandmother and her dad's grandmother actually both had the same name, and they were both friends before he and I were even born. So that's actually like a little side story to how we named her, or why we named her Nayara. As far as Soraya, her name took a minute because Nayara's name just came out like that. Was like, we just knew we was gonna name her that just because both our grandmothers was named that. As far as Soraya, her name came about, it took a while because my pregnancy with her was a little different, and I just knew that she was gonna be different. I knew she was gonna be somebody, like, I know she was gonna have a crazy personality. Her name actually means to be distinguished, which distinguished actually means successful, authoritative, demanding respect, and like, that's her all the way. Like, that is her all the way. I can definitely see her going super duper far in life. Like, she has no filter. She has a really bright personality, and not to take anything away from Nayara. Nayara's very creative. She's very unique in her own way. And they have two different personalities, but they're alike in a lot of ways too. Like, Soraya reminds me a lot of myself, and she definitely demands her respect, and that's one thing that I teach both of my children. And she's an interesting character. So be on the lookout for them. Make sure y'all subscribe to their YouTube channel, Cute Little Brown Girls. When they come back from the summer, they'll be definitely uploading and doing more content on that channel, because those girls are really something else. They're both really talented. They just had a showcase right before they left for the summer, a dance showcase, and they did absolutely amazing. They had so much personality, so much sass. I didn't have to teach them a lot. I didn't have to like coach them so much. They were like, they stood out of both of their like teams. Like, they were just amazing to me. You know, they're amazing girls, and their names actually represents who they are. So yeah, let's see, next question. What made you want to get your body done? Oh, that's a good one. So honestly, I have been wanting to get my body done for a few years now. I know it's something that's like, as of recently, become really popular, and more so like every girl wants to get it. And I feel like if that's what you want, sis, go ahead and get it, because it's definitely worth it. But what made me want to get my body done, I was very insecure about my body, especially after I had my second child. I never really went back down to the way that I wanted to be, or to the shape that I wanted to be, and my body just started to get really out of control. And I tried everything, working out, dieting and all that stuff, and I just felt like, hey, I had the money for it, and at this point, you know, I'm an influencer, and image is important. I don't care which way you put it. I don't care if you're trying to, you know, fix your teeth. If your teeth crooked and yellow, you're gonna want to fix your teeth, especially if you're on camera and you always talking. You want to fix your teeth, you want to get your teeth fixed. And if you look fat, and if you look flabbery, and you don't feel comfortable with your body, then you're gonna want to get your body done. I just feel like that's just where I was at that point in my life, where I just wasn't comfortable with my body. I was very insecure, And I had always been this girl where I was able to just kind of like wear the clothes that I wanted to wear without being uncomfortable or without looking fat, and without, you know, just looking nasty. And very quickly that changed, and I just wasn't, I didn't get a chance to adapt to that change. I wasn't ready to adapt to that change. It just happened so quick to where it was just like, okay, I can't do this. Like, this never was me. I was always this small, tiny girl. I could wear pretty much anything and look good in it. And I just wanted that back. I wanted that confidence back. So that was the reason why I wanted to get my body done. It had nothing to do with, oh, this girl got her body done, so I want to get my body done. To be honest with you, I'll probably, before I had even was knowing about other girls getting their body done, I was doing my research and looking into getting my body done. And like I said, this was years ago. This was when I was in Atlanta. So it had been, or even matter of fact, Miami, because I remember even talking to a couple of my friends even in Miami about getting my body done. This was like since like maybe 2016, 2015. So that was a good like 5-6 years ago. So yeah, it's been a minute that I kind of been feeling that way, and finally I just got the money. Of course, Flo, you know, my man, of course, always investing in me, and we did that thing. So yeah, oh my god, somebody is asking these questions. How was your threesome if you had one, and would you do it with all girls or all boys? Oh my god, no. Okay, first of all, I think that's a little bit too much information. However, I would never do it with all boys. I don't know if I would even do it with all girls. But definitely me and my man and maybe one girl. But I mean, that's happened before, and it was interesting. I feel like, I mean, as women, especially when you're with your man for a long time and, you know, y'all have a very interesting sexual relationship, I feel like, I mean, why not do it? A lot of people judge it or whatever, but I mean, I always go back to, like, I always refer back to the Bible when people like King Solomon had multiple wives. And I mean, I be thinking like, Solomon had to be doing stuff with all his wives together. Like, there's no way this man was the richest man and the wisest man on earth, and him and all these wives and concubines wasn't up in there smashing. Like, had to be, just had to be. There was no way he was able to just satisfy the woman one by one. He was worn out. That man was worn out. So I'm sure at some point in time, that man was up in there slanging that thing up in them women more than just one woman at a time, okay? And that was his business, because that man could do that, because that man had money and he could do whatever he wanted to do. He was praised, he was honored by God, and that's just what it was. I mean, and then, you know, also I'm not a huge advocate of polygamy and all that kind of stuff, whatever. However, I do accept the idea of it, because, you know, in my belief, it is, the purpose of doing it is to build your nation and to build your name. So for instance, say for instance, if I had, you know, if I had children and I just needed, like, you know, a little sister wife, and I wanted a sister wife, and, you know, and it's some, you know, a little experience or whatever, a little sister wife, somebody that can kind of help aid in the household, and, you know, we can kind of understand each other and bond, and, you know, and I wouldn't mind. I feel like I kind of wouldn't mind being given the okay for my husband to you know, have a second wife. Now for a long time, this was something that I was completely against, because I felt like it was something in my nation that a lot of men was just like, they were taking advantage of the thought of it, and I just didn't agree with that, because a lot of men just couldn't take care of their wife. They couldn't take care of their first wife. So I feel like, you know, I mean, for the purposes of having fun, I mean, it's fun. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. Whatever you do in your marriage and in your relationship, that's completely up to you. That's your business, that's your privacy, because the bed is undefiled. And that's if you two both agree on it. You're not being pressured to do it, or whatever the case may be. Me and Flo's situation, he had never been even exposed to that kind of stuff. In my last relationship, that was something that we had done. And we definitely discussed, you know, having another woman in our relationship and stuff like that. That was something that we discussed. I mean, being in this relationship now with Flo, it's just something that we do for fun. I probably would never have another woman enter our relationship or whatever, just to like be a part of our life. But, you know, I'm not completely against the idea. I have a friend that is, you know, actually looking for a sister wife, and I think it's pretty interesting, and I commend her on that. She's probably watching. Hey girl. And she's probably watching or whatever, and I commend her on that, because I feel like it takes a strong woman to be able to accept that type of union and that type of foundation in your household, that type of build up. And of course it takes another strong woman to even, you know, want to accept that role. But everybody has a part to play in that or whatever. For me personally, like I said, when me and Flo did it or whatever, it's not like we just do it with a bunch of girls, or we just it's really just this one girl that we had before, and you know, she's an understanding girl, never had problems with her ever. She's very, you know, understanding, very sweet girl, and she's very respectful, never went behind our backs and tried to do nothing crazy or slick or sneaky or nothing like that. It's always just been, okay, we do what we do, and then we go about our business, and we're all friends, we kick it together or whatever. So I mean, that's just, I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, it should never get messy. As long as all three of y'all have an understanding, you and your man have an understanding first, then I feel like everything else is just a piece of cake. And at the end of the day, that's your business. I don't feel like nobody should judge that. And I mean, yeah, next question. Alrighty. They said, what age you lost your virginity? I'm not answering that question, because I don't like even thinking about that moment. So next, somebody said, how are you, beautiful? How does it feel to look that good? Because sis, you've been a baddie before and after. Thank you so much. Honestly, I would have to say that I've always been a confident woman, even when I did gain a lot of weight and it made me feel a certain type of way. I never really let that show in front of y'all or in front of people that, you know, always looked up to me or always thought that, you know, I just had always won my confidence. But I did express it a lot to Flo and, you know, just certain people around me that was close to me that knew what I was going through. I did express that a lot as far as how I felt about my body. However, I never really let that ruin so much of my confidence, because I have a lot of people, a lot of young girls that look up to me, and I never really wanted that to be something that, you know, wore off on them, especially even my girls. I never wanted them to look at me and be like, dang, like, you know, I just didn't want that energy to be passed on to them at all. And I'm really big on just women confidence. So I mean, I feel much better, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna say that, you know, I was at my worst, but I wasn't at my best. Now I feel really good. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still, you know, patiently waiting for the swelling to go down. I'm still swollen. There's some days where I wake up real swollen or whatever, but I love my results, and I feel like it's definitely boosted my confidence a lot more. So yeah, but thank you so much. So next question is, name 5 YouTubers you don't like. Okay, I'm gonna name 5 YouTubers I don't like. Let me think. Name 5 YouTubers I don't like. Alright, I'm gonna say Pretty Girl Chaz, Carmen, Allie, I'm trying to think who else. Cat St. John, and I'm trying to think of one more. Hold on. And Kiana J. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I don't like those 5 because I love those 5 bitches. Okay, like, I honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, out of all of them, I love all of them. I've met all of them, of course, y'all know. I'm really close with Chaz, you know, Allie, Carmen, all of them, really. Like, I have very good relationships with all of these women. To be honest with y'all, like, they're huge inspirations to me. I've learned a lot from them, and I look up to them in a lot of ways. Like, you know, all of them are really sweet women, and I admire them. I admire them all. They're very beautiful. They're very humble. I mean, I don't like them, I love them, to be honest. Like, from the moment I met every single last one of them, it was almost like a a love relationship that I had, and I don't even attach myself to women like that quick. But you know, I feel like I can call any one of them right now and have a really good conversation, or see them in person, and you know, they're showing me love, or they're you know what I'm saying, like showing me respect. That's what I love about them. Like, I don't have anything negative to say. I feel like each one of them have very good qualities as women, as YouTubers, and you know, and I wish them much success in their YouTube journeys and their careers. Again, like I said, very beautiful women. And you know, make sure y'all go subscribe to all of them. They all work hard, all work hard as fuck. If y'all really was trying to get me to say YouTubers that I don't like, honestly, I don't have a YouTuber that I don't like. YouTube to me is not that serious to be around here saying that I don't like somebody. I feel like every YouTuber works hard. Everybody, you know, got a goal that they're trying to accomplish. It's never nothing personal unless it's personal. I've learned in this business to just kind of like stay out the way, you know what I'm saying? It's never really been a issue with no YouTuber personally. Like I said, really, it's just YouTube is just YouTube. It's not that serious to me to be saying I don't like somebody or whatever. Y'all never really see me taking this shit that serious, unless you disrespect me to my face and you do something real crazy, then that's when it's a problem. But other than that, like, it is what it is. Somebody said not a question. Somebody said not a question, but I love you, and girl, you body yada. Yes. Are you able to sit down now? Yes, I am able to sit down. I am actually sitting down right now. I don't sit down a lot, especially when I'm at home. I'm always laying down on my stomach. But if I'm going out and I'm around people, I usually sit down, just because like I don't want to feel not normal. So yeah, I'm usually always laying down at home, and even when I'm in the car, I lay down in the back seat or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I can sit down for the most part. I'm 1 month post-op now, so I can pretty much, you know, sit without my results being affected. So yeah. I had another question. I'm so tired of this. When was the last time you had sex? Ooh, y'all nasty, and y'all nosy too. The last time I had it, I ain't gonna lie, it was probably like 3 nights ago, but it wasn't comfortable at all, because my I guess it was a position, I don't know, it just wasn't comfortable, because like my back, I don't know, I can't even explain, I'm not even gonna try, but it was uncomfortable. It's just like I said, my skin is real sensitive, and I'm not flexible yet. So yeah, no. How do you go to the bathroom? So I'm gonna be real with y'all. At first, going to the bathroom, as far as doing like number one, was real easy, because I had my my urinal, so it was easy. But now it's, as far as, you know, I'm able to do number one. I can sit down now, but doing number two, it wasn't easy that first week. Like, I probably didn't have a bowel movement until like 5 days after my surgery, which was okay, because I was almost into like my second week. It was really hard and really nasty, but I got through it, because I didn't want to bother Flo with that. I knew that would just like creep him out, so I didn't bother him with it. Now it's a little easier. It's a little harder to reach, that's all, because my arm is sore and my butt is bigger, so it's like it's hard for me to reach around it. But I be getting in there though. I get in there. I mean, I'm talking about as far as wiping, like I be getting in that thing, I be cleaning it or whatever, but it's not easy. It's probably TMI, but you asked the question. Okay, so he said, and then they asked me, have I had sex since my surgery? So yes, I have. Probably like maybe like 2 or 3 times since my surgery. The first time, maybe more. I'm lying. Let me stop lying to these people. It was probably like 3 or 4 times. The first time wasn't so bad. It was a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't as bad as the last time I did it. And then maybe like the second and third time was a little like uncomfortable, and then we was like, okay, we just gonna wait, we're not gonna do it no more for a while. And then like the last time we did it was just a no. It was like a no. We just gotta wait it out, give myself at least 2 more weeks, and I'll be good. So you guys, that answers all of the questions. Some of y'all was asking some really good questions, spicy. I like the variety of questions, so this video wasn't too spicy, because I know kids be watching sometimes too. but it wasn't too spicy. It gave what it needed to give. But with that being said, you guys, if y'all want me to do another one of these, make sure y'all comment below and let me know, because I love sharing myself with y'all, letting y'all know the princess a little bit more. And yeah, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna give y'all next. It's so much I want to share with y'all, but I don't know. But make sure y'all comment below, let me know any other questions y'all have, if y'all want to do this video again. And let me know who y'all want to see me do videos with on this channel too, because I definitely want to turn it up a little bit and start doing some, you know, some duos. I don't want to say collabs. I feel like that word is so played out and I'm so tired of hearing collab, 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 collab. Let's do a collab, 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 collab. Like, shut up. Like, I'm so tired of that word. I want to do I'm gonna start calling it a duo or a union or let's do a link up or whatever. Like, let's make it sound a little bit more less like drama. Like, I feel like that word collab is just so annoying. I'm so tired of hearing it. But anyway, that's just a princess thing, y'all. Y'all probably would never understand what I mean. But anyway, I just had my little moment with y'all, so y'all don't judge me. But anyway, so y'all, I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video.
Pretty girl gang. Pretty girl gang. If you are not bad and don't get it back, then you cannot sit with us. Let me hear you say, pretty girl gang. Pretty girl gang. If you don't spend cash, then don't grab a glass, but you cannot sip with us. Let me hear you say, pretty girl gang. Pretty girl gang. All of my bad bitches. Pretty girls. Let me hear you say, pretty girl gang. Pretty girl gang. Cause most of these girls is average, and me and my girls, we the baddest. Pretty girl gang. All of my girls,